And if anybody has anything they wish to talk about, the floor is yours.
Also,
Travis looks happy.
yeah, I believe Sorak I believe Sorak, the name came through, which is not a unique word on Earth. But I believe it came through in supposed to be like a frequency to their ancient language.
Let's see. Yeah, Wikipedia has it as a race of lizard men created by the Mogu from the fauna of the Vale of Eternal Blossoms in Pandaria.
What the?
Well, yeah, that's apparently it's from some story. I'm not really going to go into it, but that doesn't apply to your avian friends. So
No.
this was
Okay,
very,
good night.
oh, good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Christina
much.
Anna.
Thank you.
Good night,
Rest well.
Christiana.
Good night. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's 1:30 her time and she's got to get up and go to work.
30 her time.
Yeah, in Germany.
My
Still,
time is.
she still gets up and attends almost every session. And she's only fallen asleep once in over a year. I mean, it's a passion for her, obviously.
I'm hearing the song when ice cream truck driving.
Oh,
Cool. Maybe that was Sarok playing your music. He's playing your song.
I don't know if ice cream music is is her song.
Okay. Yeah, maybe she just really craves a bomb pop.
I'm allergic to dairy.
That's not dairy. That's more like Kool-Aid. But anyway,
Hmm.
yeah,
Well,
and I'm guessing there's not a lot of variety in the songs that ice cream trucks play. I don't know,
no,
maybe for Dan down under. But
we used to have green sleeves, but apparently that was copyright. So now they've just come up with random tunes.
oh, because we get like The Entertainer, the old
Okay.
piano melody, and we get like Three Blind Mice and nursery rhymes, that sort of thing. But they normally go away empty-handed. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like my neighborhood is flooded with little kids, and they can go inside and get something. They don't need to get it from the truck.
In our area, they're very smart at congregating at soccer games and
Oh,
football fields. Oh my goodness. And of course every kid is like, ah,
yeah. So it's more like a food truck.
it is. And it's just shockingly expensive too. So
I
it's
know.
Yeah.
like all the parents are going, mm.
Yep. I could if I was eating that stuff, I could go and pick up an 8 pack and bring it back for what those cost. But
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Oh. The tip off is when they don't have any prices listed. Oh,
Ah, it's all a la carte today.
it's, I mean, I've seen it as high as like $10 for a little ice cream bar. It's like, oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Ours would be about $6 Australian. So what's that, about $4 US, I think?
Oh,
I have no idea on that conversion rate.
$4. But how much does our gas cost?
Yeah, it's a little cheaper
Uh,
here in St. Louis. But
Yeah,
well,
I'm sorry. I'm just talking about the gas in my particular
yep, in
location.
Massachusetts, well, they sell it by the liter in Australia. So
yeah. I drive diesel. It's about $1.70 a litre diesel.
okay, and I don't know,
oh,
I
and I
have
don't
no
know
that's
how
idea what
many.
that is a
enviable.
gallon.
And what? There's just under 3 liters in a gallon, I believe.
I think so.
Don't quote me on that.
2.2 liters per
Uh,
gallon, I think.
Google knows.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's only
But it still sounds very cheap, doesn't it, Ray?
It'd
Oh, it
probably be
does.
about, I think that's about $3 US, I'm guessing, a gallon.
Okay.
Oh,
wow, it's still cheaper than
Yep. And
and diesel is usually $1 more in the US than it is for normal gasoline.
yeah.
So that's extraordinarily cheap.
well, the prices have been going up.
Yep. And I'm grateful for Dan for letting me know what's going on in Australia, because he is pretty consistent about communicating things that
It's
are stuck in his craw and things that are going well as in
it's the
addition to that.
yeah. Is the wildlife there just as crazy as people make it sound?
It's the
That's crazier.
politicians.
Crazier.
I keep
Yeah.
seeing jokes about giant spiders and giant things, and I was like, and love and barely made memes and jokes about the wildlife in Australia.
Well, there's
I'm
over
pretty safe. I'm in the southwest corner, and so we're out in the tropics, so we don't have the crocodiles. We don't have the stingers that'll kill you while you're swimming. The worst things we've got really are snakes and spiders.
yeah.
Spiders, I heard spiders are, oh,
Yeah,
And
there's
sharks.
yeah.
Lots of sharks.
Well, there's over 20 different things in Australia that can kill you.
Yeah.
And we have like 4 poisonous snakes in the entire United States. And probably maybe 3 or 4 spiders that would kill you, but very few of them ever do because you get treatment and you're okay. But
Yeah.
there's stuff in Australia. I mean, if you get bitten by a sea snake, you're not making it out of the water. I don't
Yeah, but
care.
they don't bite you though. I've spent a lot of time working out bush, and most stuff is scared of you. It keeps away. I feel very safe out bush. I feel very much at home. It's very peaceful, and the fear goes pretty quick once you've spent a few days out there.
Yep. Once you get in tune with that natural energy,
Yeah.
then you know you're fitting in.
I
So
prefer to be in the bush than the city, that's for sure.
yeah. So any Yowie experiences, Dan?
I've felt some energy. I live on a bush block. It's an acre. So what's that? 4,000 square meters, and it backs onto regional park. So I have kangaroos bounce into my backyard in the afternoons, and lots of birds and things like that. And there was one evening that I was with a friend, and we felt this kind of overwhelming energy. And I moved inside. I didn't greet it with the sort of loving kindness that I probably should have, and
Yeah.
felt a bit of fear. So we both went inside, but others have certainly had Yowie experiences.
That's cool. And
Yeah.
that's Sasquatch for those in the US, by the way.
Yeah.
So you didn't offer it any tobacco, huh?
That was all for me at the time, but I've given up.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, because
I've been
I'm tempted to borrow a cigarette just so I can leave some in one of the altars that I have on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heidi.
I have been I've seen I've been to the Bridgewater Triangle in Massachusetts, apparently with my friend Paul.
Cool. So did you have a Sasquatch experience there?
No, we did do a meditation, and he did do a tobacco thing
Okay.
to honor the spirits there. Apparently, it's a location. It's a location where the Wampanoag Indians were. Apparently, it's oh great! Now I forgot what the name of the river is. It's
We know it's a river.
yes. Well, we walked along the trail. Nope, I didn't. Nope. All I just did was get attacked by bugs, and I got bugs, and I had bug spray, and they still attacked me.
They didn't like you carrying. You had a conceal to carry bug spray. Yeah, I
No,
think
and the bug spray was supposed to be for protection reasons.
well, Travis, it lied. They just wanted your money. It was really just water. So,
No, it did not smell like water. I bet if I sprayed it in my mouth, I would just it
don't
would.
do that. We need you to come back and channel again for us.
Yes, it's not. Yes, it's not. It's not water. I can smell it.
Yes, okay. I was being facetious, but hey, that's okay.
They just like apparently I was in an area where they just like attack me. Mostly mosquitoes though.
Yep. And now we're waiting since Christine is doing her meditation and tapping into her guides and coming through with information for other people. And now we're just kind of waiting for Anita to begin her channeling journey, which is not that far-fetched or far away, I believe.
Okay.
Well, yeah, exactly. We'll see how it develops. How about you, Dan?
I've got friends that I'd push forward to volunteer before me. I haven't really had the desire, but there was one time I was a bit intoxicated and I was told I was saying some very intelligent things, and I don't recall what I was saying. So my first thought was, wow, I must have been channeling.
Neat.
So it's possible.
Okay. Yeah, no pressure. I'm just trying to gauge where everybody's at and let them know that we do have a safe platform for those explorations. And some people take that in the spirit in which it is given, and some people think I'm just too pushy, but hey.
Channeling
I've got two close friends from. I run a CE-5 group in Perth, and each new moon we go out and meditate under the stars.
Oh,
And we've had we've had the success is improving. It depends a lot on the coherence of the group. We have core members, but it's a public session that I run. So we have a lot of random people coming and going.
sweet.
So sometimes, normally when it's our core group and we are in a very positive, joyful state, we get a show put on for us quite quickly. Sometimes it takes a couple of hours to get into it, and we get very little. But two of my close friends in that group have said to me lately that they do want to start channeling, and they
Excellent.
have before. One of them's a writer, spirit writer, does channeling through handwriting, and the other one has the channels for that CJ that was in that photo. She hasn't channeled for about 20 years, I think, but she wants to get back into it too. So I've mentioned this group.
Excellent.
So we'll see what happens.
And thank her and you again for buying my book.
try some
I've finished it. It's fantastic. I loved it. Thank you.
I'm so
music
glad.
is also a form of channeling.
Yep. And thanks for facilitating and being a leader of that too, Dan. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody needs to read that book. It'll fill them full of love and give them hope for the future.
What book?
My book, And the
Oh
Children
yeah,
Shall Lead Us.
yeah, I've been meaning to pick up a copy of that. Huh.
Well, you can get it through me and I'll inscribe it for you.
I would love to do that. How
Okay.
do you accept
Just
Zelle?
No, I mean
Okay.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, check in
I
the
can do
mail.
I can do Venmo. My mom, I have problems
Okay.
with PayPal. Apparently
Just
they robbed me before.
okay, well just
Mhm.
shoot me a message or a text for Anita and give me your address and then we'll work
Well,
it out.
I I would love your address, Ray, because on a cruise last year, Carlos was given 2 cigars. I was trying to think of what island we were at. Wasn't Guatemala, or it was, I don't, one of the Caribbean islands, because there was a hurricane at the time and we didn't go to the ports of call we were supposed to. In any case, he was given two cigars and he does not smoke, and none of our friends do. So if I can send you those, Ray,
Um,
I will
I-
also include hash for the book.
okay, cool.
Um,
Because I don't smoke either, but I would use them in the
right.
altars that I leave for the
Yes.
forest creatures and elementals and spirits.
And supposedly they're very fine, and it is done by the ranch that we went to, a
Oh,
family ranch to actually ride horses. And it was so great an experience. And
wonderful.
the owner happened to give that to Carlos.
And
And so it's all
I really
like
like,
organic and,
oh, cool. I like the
um,
smell of cigars before they're lit.
right.
So being
Right.
olfactory sensitive, I like picking up all of the different aromas which come through it. So
Hmm.
that's interesting. And thank you for that. Yeah,
Yes, because I did not know what to do with it, and I still have it. And if you can utilize it, I'd love to send it to you.
I, I, I will be happy to bequeath it to the elementals and use it in a ceremony.
A
Perfect.
ceremony definitely sounds like a worthy use.
Heck yeah,
Yes, yes.
That's
I'll
just
find
like
something for it.
Dan, what was your CE5 events like? I had a similar CE5 event that I went to 2 weeks ago, and there
Mhm.
was a lot of people. It was on a beach, and about 60 people were in attendance. So it was
Oh
kind of
wow.
a mixed vibration. But I
Yeah.
did see a few faint things. We had a lot of clouds and a lot of like sea fog, I guess, but higher altitude sea fog. So
Hmm.
what I experienced was um how would I, like laser beams, like
Okay.
parallel laser beams going off very faintly, and then two dots that look like stars, but they were not stars, and they were not airplanes because they tracked and went around like this, and airplanes don't track each other like that. And but that was about all that I saw at that time. Have you
Uh-huh.
had similar?
We've had there's a lot of activity from low Earth orbit satellites now, which can they work in patterns, but they're usually in a they're linear. They move in a straight line or curve. Um, we've had a lot of what Stephen Greig calls flash bulbs,
Mhm.
which are just flashes. That's my phone. Sorry about that. It sounds like a dog howling. Um, we've had a
Interesting
lot
that
of
you
flash
said that,
bulbs.
because
Sorry.
we were, we saw it very low on the horizon, but a
Yeah.
lot of different flashes. But we didn't think
Yeah.
that was part of the CE5.
No,
We didn't
that can
recognize
often
it. We
be
thought it
a
was like lightning in the distance, but we didn't see any lightning bolts, but it was flashes.
it can be geosynchronous satellites just catching the sun on their solar panels, and they
Okay.
can just flash. It can also be a UAP transitioning into this reality from interdimensionally.
Okay.
Ideally, you use some binoculars and you have a look in the spot, and if you can see a dot there, you know it's a satellite. If you don't, then
Okay.
it could be a UAP. We've had the last significant one we saw was I thought it was a plane for about 10 minutes. It flew across the horizon from north to south, and then it turned back north, which was very unusual for aircraft in my region because they're normally on a straight flight path. and then it actually turned towards us, came up into the sky, probably about 50, 60 degrees higher, disappeared. And then we saw multiple lights come out from that area and move across the horizon. A lot of the time, it's not a case of knowing they're a UAP. It's more a case of ruling out everything that they might be and being left with the idea that there's no other way you can really explain it.
I get that.
Neat.
But yeah, we've had some amazing success where everyone's hooting, going, "Wow, they're putting on a show for us," and then we've had hours just sitting there and nothing's happening. So I think it's got a lot to do. Well, Bashar says that they're not going to come out specifically looking for us, but if they're in the area and they detect us, then they'll put on a show.
And Star Shine mentioned that, I mean, she's seen lots of them because not only does she have that resonant frequency where she can observe them, but she just records on her camera video. And then she goes through it frame by frame to see what pops up. Because I was with her in Sedona, Arizona, and we went to a vortex. And I thought I saw one or two, but I didn't see them with my eyes. I caught them on the video. And when I went back and looked through, I'm like, well, that's not there in the other pictures and stuff that I took. And she had one as well. So
didn't she also see Bashar's ship that Bashar confirmed was his?
that is exactly correct.
Yeah, she had some amazing photos.
Yeah, she saw Bashar's ship. She seems like she's been doing more of a pillar. She's been talking to. She already has a podcast talking. Oh, great! Now I forgot what the podcast is called. Something with the Pleiadians.
Yeah, on board with
On
the
board
Pleiadians, with
Pleiadians.
Anthony Enanika, who is a fabulous person and channeler.
I have a private session with him this Thursday.
Excellent. And the clarity which comes through, because he's been on high vibe channeling many times when we first started.
I don't mistake him, but wasn't he on there when I was channeling one time? Because I remember that.
He could be.
He asked. He was there. I remember that when coming out of the channeling state.
Yep.
Or when going in the channeling. Although I remember hearing that he also did talk to the beings that I was channeling, or whatever being I was channeling. I think it was one of the recordings that got lost.
Oh. Yeah, he is very well connected. And from the very first time that I connected with him, I was just in awe, and it has only grown. He actually taught me how to channel the future Pleiadians. And that is available for anybody who wishes to channel, because they're still looking for any perspectives from any willing person. And it involves just basically relaxing, putting a hand on your body below your neck, and focusing on where it connects to you, and then inviting them in. I use my left hand on my left knee, and that they don't need that to come in. But yeah, if I do that, they're going to come in. So I'm not going to do that right now.
Anthony.
Oh, no bonus channeling, Ray?
I'm always willing. I mean, if you guys want to, I can do that. It's not like they ever leave me.
Anthony and
but yeah, if you want me to bring them in, I can bring them in.
He confirmed about the beings I channeled.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that completely confirmed the channeling.
Yeah. And that's good for you too, because you need all the reinforcement that you can get.
But I'm also going to see what's next for me in the private session.
And I hope you're going to share.
What?
I hope you're going to share what the session is about. Maybe get the recording and post it on your YouTube channel or on YouTube,
We'll see.
on
We'll
Facebook.
see how he does the session first.
It'll go well.
Yes, but we'll see how he does the session and if he wants it to be recorded.
Okay.
Because yes, the session would be interesting to have upload it to YouTube, because it will be something different. It will be someone else channeling for the individual who's been channeling on their own channel.
Yep.
Yeah, but it'll also give me some clarity about the
Okay.
information and maybe some guidance.
Well, the future Pleiadians are willing to come in if you guys are interested. And then I'm just going to start a new session and we'll see what they have to say.
Okay.
Sure.